first carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, this is Eckler down at the 35. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 35 on second down. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Running on first down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Xander Horvath. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his
Dirty Kings Gaming, boy.
As he's down at the 27. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 27. Here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that. Let's go, Hattie.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Broncos. Eric Sauber, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16.
Suck the shit out of him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Eckler. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Again, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Washington. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. There's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so that touchdown.
Latavius Murray, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Yeah, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Murray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Herbert on 1st down now. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Herbert now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Herbert going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. Able to find Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle, Murray. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the right hash, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to need